let's make sure there's audio. That's the intro of the century. Callie, I'm amazed you're able to come say hi so much. How much you have going on in cash? Eon stretch. I hope I don't get DMCA striked on this video game bangers part 3. It says it's video game music, but you know what? I like it. So hopefully we don't get fucked up. Oh shit, I think my shit's fucked up. My other shit, because you can see part of there. See, you can see part of the shit. Oh boy. Woo-loo-loo-loo-loo. Woo-loo-loo-loo-loo. I love you, Ogden. I hope you're having a really good Saturday. I'm really tired. This was like a weird week. You know, we're just out here trying to do the best we can every single day. So, just trying so hard, but also feeling like I'm not doing enough, which I really need to let go of. If there's something that you need to let go of, like that, something that's holding you back, something that's not kind, something that's not forgiving and understanding, not something that you would say or do to your bestie, like Hallie, and again, Cash. There's not something like that. Be rid of it. Let it be gone today. We will shed ourselves from these pointless layers of negative bullshit together. Treadmill walk? I don't think I knew you had a treadmill. That's great. Gonna pick up soon. That's future you. Current you gets to just chill and gets to just be here. Yeah, let me get foam rolling and we'll chat. Goose and pecs and cat cow. I did a lovely 30 minutes of yoga this morning. I have a friend who I traded some training for photography. I did my headshots. They're amazing. And I have a bunch of like candid training shots from him that I need to use. But we've decided that like twice a month we love to get together at my gym and just like do a yoga with Adrienne video together. So we just like do that. Like, yeah, I have decided to give up on whether or not how our money is working out because I really, really enjoy it. So we did 30 minutes of yoga this morning and I was like yawning in child's pose. I'm just like tucked into a little ball and just like you know when your eyes water from yawning where you're just like, oh my God, I could fall asleep literally in this little pile right here. It was so nice. We just did like, it was like a low back one. Oh, all-nighter, okay. Oh, cause yeah, are you in DC? Is that already? Yeah, she stayed up. Oh, I don't know how anyone does that, whether you were in school, whether you were working. I think the last time, since Thursday, that's right, because for like a couple weeks, right? The last time I would have been up for a full 24 hours. I think I was recently, traveling is the only time that happens with, with jet, like the time difference. And every now and then I'll be like, oh shit, I've been up for 22 hours with the time difference, depending on the direction that I go. But I'm not an all-nighter kid. The 24-hour stream on this channel will, there'll be part of it. I just cannot imagine a scenario where I'm not just asleep on camera in the background for several hours while someone else takes over and runs everything because I don't think that I could do it. For like, you know, I'm sure I could for like, if it was like my full-time job and someone was like, this is for charity and we're paying you and blah, blah, blah. Yes, but like now, like in the foreseeable future, oh my God. I could definitely not. I just want to, every time I like flop down on the floor, I just want to fall asleep. This is the athleticism we show up for. Thank you to everybody who came and watched me play Fallout New Vegas last night. My reaction times were real fucking slow. I was really struggling. I do actually feel well rested today. Sorry if I'm a little off camera. And I got in accidentally a little early for work because I had a client at 8:15, not 8. So, what credit card should I use for online order? It's very difficult to make that a surprise. It's a surprise, don't worry about it. It's like, I know, these are tough times where we have to like alert each other if we have to use things. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but it's just harder to surprise people, is all I mean. We still, find our ways. My left arm has been a little sad. Again, I kept being like, it's 90% fixed. No, it's like, you know, it's over halfway back to normal, which is good, which makes me realize that it was like under 50%. But just like weird stuff. Like this stuff is very tight in here. My like little armpit shoulder. connective shit. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, that's why we do a little bit of the foam rolling, but try not to irritate it too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit to like see. Peter Griffin. Wait, I'll move on camera. There we go. I can do that one for sure. Also, I feel like a little Peter Griffin dance. This is like. I've watched Family Guy in a long time, but it's in there forever. You know, if I watch a cartoon a couple times, like the same episodes more than once, it's in there. I just feel very offbeat. The Peter Griffin moves are a little faster. Your work shoes are messed up. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's nice though. Yeah. Oh, with how much you're working, you need new shoes. I stood up for no reason. I could have just been like, yeah, a foam roller. Instead, I stood up and put it away. Responsible person. Oh, cat cow. Oh, I'm just telling you, this whole day is like, I don't want to do anything that's a pattern. I just want to like prance around and fold into a ball. In case anyone hasn't noticed already, these will not be sexy curated. Like, hi everybody, we're gonna do 30 minutes of cardio, strength training, and it's gonna be very structured, and I'm gonna actually pay attention to what I'm doing, and we're gonna get out of here in a timely manner, and everyone's gonna have a great little burn. No, it's gonna be every 3 minutes I'm gonna be like, I don't wanna move from this position, because that's what life is like. God damn it. Hi, Squidward. Squidward. We have to stop talking about that. Also, I like these shoes. And it's cold out here. It's cold. And I need to get warm. Stop distracting me, Squidward. Stop it, Squidward. It's cold, and also, I don't know, shoes are a tool. And these are pretty, these have like no fucking arch support. They're just Vans. They're cute. And I'm gonna shut the door, because last time I did my adductor rockbacks, Evie was right here, and I touched her foot with my foot harder than I meant to. Do you see my spin move on that? I accidentally kicked the door. Very lightly, very accidentally. And she went, ah! And I was like, oh, I'm gonna get canceled. And this was such an accident. So we're gonna shut the door now. They could stay in for the foam rolling and the cat cow, obviously, because they're cats. Yeah, Squidward, but I might. No, I would never. Would I? I think having a little bit of doubt, like a little tiny bit of fear, is like important. Because otherwise, everyone will get out of line. I know I just seem so nice and friendly all the time. Like, oh, be so nice and welcoming. She'd never ban me. I want you to doubt through the security glass. Oh, Lord. No longer slippers there. Callie, I slipped and fell closing like fucking like a cartoon. Like feet slid out from under me. They were supposed to be slip resistant. Feet slid out from under me. Whoop, landed on my tailbone, almost broke it ages ago. I wasn't even drunk that night. 18-year-old me wasn't. This is a very long time. It's 20 years ago. Oh my God. I got so many jobs I didn't deserve. Squidward. 20 stream streak. That's so nice. Yeah. Also, okay, just to set the record very straight, like I'm gonna wear shoes a lot. So just so everybody knows, I like wearing shoes to train for like a lot of the time. I like not wearing shoes sometimes too, especially for like yoga and for like deadlifts, but I will be in shoes or socks. Because it's okay to wear socks. It is okay. Be careful with whatever you're doing, but like a lot of this stuff has like a little bit of inherent risk, and that's all right. We know ourselves and we know our environment, and we try to proceed with caution. But this is my easy stuff, right? This is our like get back into strength training. Like if things go according to plan, I'll be on the treadmill in here, you know, I'll be running while we watch Kitchen Nightmare reruns or some shit. Some goofy shit that I like to do when I work out. It is actually what I like to do. It's very fun. I keep standing up for no reason, my bad. But yeah, it's gonna be, there'll be shoes on. It's just a thing. There'll be shoes on. And there'll be weird breathing, for sure. More so than there will be anything else. And I'm just doing like 6 per side of these today because they're hard. This is the kind of shit that's the hardest of everything that I'll do all day. Okay. And then I'll do some weird jacks. I might also switch around my core today because I have like a little bit of my tummy's like, I don't know, it just feels weird. Very tender. I think some of it's hormones. I was talking about this last night. The hormones returning. They have things to say, apparently. They have discomfort to cause, which is fine, because also there have been some pleasant side effects too, so far, which is good. Well, Squitter, the weird breathing is not going away, so I'm glad. Woo! A little slower than usual, but that's fine. You can do sound effects if you want. No one's stopping you. I know those are weird. Okay, let me make sure I'm actually doing everything today because I've been really bad about like missing single things. Silly. I think I could probably do regular eccentrics today though. On my toes. Yeah. Because although my shoulder's been feeling a little bit funny, it's feeling a lot better in some ways. And I do keep coming on and streaming and like getting really distracted and cooling down because I like talking. Is this TikTok? Oh yeah. That's right. Tick. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll start the new trend and it will be literally like drinky bird TikTok movements. Ban Sketch for the puns. Try not to hit my head on my fucking bar. Yeah, I keep getting distracted and I feel like I could feel myself cooling down. So I'm gonna try to be like a little more purposeful about moving through stuff because then we can chat at the end, you know. But, and I also do wanna work like a little bit harder because I can tell that one thing that is missing from my life currently, which is tough when your energy level is low in general, is just like getting sweaty. Getting sweaty is just really nice. Feel the burn. Wait, again, I missed what you do on the treadmill. I'm so sorry if I'm having you repeat yourself. What do you usually do? I like this. Yeah. That'll get you ready for yoga. Yeah. 4 or 5? 5, fuck, okay. Yep, that feels okay. Walk at 15. Do you, 15 degrees? 15 minutes? What does that mean? Whatever it is, that's good. My knees are feeling better though already, week 3. I still can tell that like I need to warm up before I do anything. Like I was trying to do some like single leg sit to stands for fun the other day when I was bored and waiting on hold and was not warmed up yet and my body was like, what are you doing? They weren't terrible, but they were like this knee all of a sudden was like, I'm gonna hurt now because you didn't warm up, weirdo. And I was like, but I filmed a bunch of demos that are not related to this exercise. No, we were not warmed up, but it was also, they've been less uncomfortable day to day. And I'm obviously disregarding the hand assist today for a little bit of extra balance work, a little more challenge, which is always an option, but you know, when we're just warming up, you can keep the balance as part of it too. Ah! Especially if your ankle's like, no! Okay, hold on, let's restart that one. Give it a little redo. Okay. Feeling pretty good. Yeah, that form actually looks okay. That's like a pretty good get me into Warrior 3. The stream's a tiny bit delayed, so. Oh, speed is 15, like 50 miles an hour? Or is that like a, you're walking, okay. Okay, because I was like, holy shit, that's pretty good. I was like, most treadmills don't, we were just talking about this. Jackie and I were talking about this, that most treadmills don't go over 12 miles per hour. So hopefully it's like a good, comfortable walking pace. And not that I wouldn't be surprised that you could do that, but I was like, damn, an hour, that's like a lot. Yep, a little spicier today. If someone comes in chat and is like, that girl's cheating at her push-ups, be like, they're eccentrics, motherfucker. Eccentrics are very good for building up pushing mechanisms. I like them. The little decimal. Well, walking and chilling, that sounds nice. I support you. Okay, shoulder PT stuff. I really don't like, I have come to the conclusion that I dislike trying to do the side laying ISO here, and I keep forgetting to do it at the gym, but I'm seeing Jackie next week. So if she wants to put me back on that, she can, but I'm just gonna hit my little soup cans and my bear plank holds, which I've actually been doing quite a bit of recently because I had another client doing them. I keep putting the mat away, you guys, but not the soup cans. Again, does stay walking on sunshine. All right, silly soup can time. I do like this music though, this is good. We'll find out. We'll find out if both Twitch and YouTube are like, no. Okay. I think this will, let's see. These are, I just need to find the right spot to be in. I'm very, very excited we're gonna get the shed, gotta make some progress tomorrow. I have a hard time with tasks like that because I don't know anything about them, so I don't know how long they will take. So I was like, well, I have a lot of work to do today. So if we can focus on it tomorrow, but Marlon's already done a ton of work. Ah. That's what I was worried about. Not a big deal. But as soon as that is done and the camera can shift in here significantly, I'm not going to be fighting for space as much. It'll be nice. Yeah, this is still hard. With lots of breathing into the microphone like a weird gremlin, like a spooky thing that goes bump in the night. I'm coming for you. Around every corner. Beneath every bed. Yeah. Okay, I think that was 10. Marvin. Fucking watch yourself. Oh, what? Bigger peach can. Marvin, what do you think this is? If you could backtrack on that and tell me that's a soup can joke, then I'll say it's fine. But if that's a butt joke, not allowed. I can make them. I get to make those jokes. It's my ass. But if you do just mean soup cans, then it's okay. Don't let me go off for no reason. I think I'm a little prone to getting a little extra fired up recently. Also, we're like out to here with these now, which is very nice and a good challenge. Oh! Very, very tough. Oh. And I'm gonna do like 2 breaths back here for a little bit of tension under flexion. Okay. Yes, I have. I selected the small ones on purpose though, I promise. Those are weirdly really hard even with the little 1-pounders. Yes. Okay. So Marvin's voting peach cans. Sorry, Marvin. I didn't even talk about peaches in a workout stream. I'm a little like, didn't mean to get all aggressive on you. Sometimes it's funny and nice. Sometimes it's weird. But it's you, Marvin. I should have known it wasn't weird. That's my bad. Yeah, I've got some like Progresso soups, but they're too heavy for me right now. I'm not kidding. Doing 10 of these with the like trying to do like a multi-second hold. Cash, is that a joke? Because I accidentally bought that like 12-pound pumpkin can on accident. Did you see that reel? Better Me or Ladder? I don't know. You mean soup brand? These are Kroger. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm sorry. Please clarify. Yeah. Well, I say more weird things into the mic while I do my little lateral raises. Maybe. Or I'll just say normal things, which also would fall under the category of weird, because I think basically everything I say is pretty weird. Or can be. Sometimes I like sneakily sound like really professional. I'm like, I know what I'm talking about, and it's very funny to me. I'm like, who is she? Like, I was in the board meeting today, and I was just like, here's my agenda for the meeting next week. It's in a Google Doc. Blah, blah, blah. Business. Budget proposal. It was fun. I liked it. We all have lots of different facets of our personality and capabilities, you know, but that person's in there. It's just funny when it happens. Do you see me shaking? These are so hard. Oh, Jesus. But we have to do our PT. This is important. It's not sexy and exciting, and random people are going to show up and be like, I could not be watching this crazy shit. What the fuck? Why is this under the fitness and health? Because this is what taking our fucking medicine. It's important shit. Ah! I'm not counting today, though. Fuck that. It's too much work. I could never. Jesus. I will do 3 sets, though. I'll be good. I'll be good. Oh, yeah. Did that work? It does not look like that worked. Damn it. I copied and pasted something wrong into I might go fix that. But also, I might do it later. Yes, Marvin. No, this is True Coach because it's a one that I use for my clients. But I wrote one for me too. Yeah, so I use True Coach. I used ABC Trainerize previously and just liked some of the options in True Coach better for me. There's a little more room for qualitative information and feedback, which I really like. Let's see if I can explain this succinctly. In ABC Trainerize, if I say like do 3 sets of 10 goblet squats, when you input that information, there's just an option for you to put, I did 20 pounds and then I did 25 and then I did 25 again. And that marks it all off. But then if you want to leave me notes like, hey, that felt really good today, or my knee was hurting, or didn't have access to equipment or whatever, you have to leave it just as a full comment on the whole workout at the bottom. And in True Coach, some of my clients can leave me that information on that exercise. So you put in it's just a box. So you just type in what weights you did, and then you can say like, loved these, or why are you making me do this? This is really hard. This was fun. Yeah, Marvin. Full-time strength and conditioning coach, nutrition coach, almost 3 years. Yeah, I talk about it sometimes in my other streams. Cash, thank you for helping me know that my clip command doesn't work though. I appreciate you. I'll fix that. Yeah. Yep. And, but I'm talking a lot about the physical therapist I see because I currently have some shoulder rehab I'm doing, which is why I'm doing my soup can thing. And that's why I'm not doing very heavy soup cans, because this bitch is hurt and she doesn't want to fucking lift up any more than like a 1-pound can. I could if I had to. This doesn't hurt and feels challenging, so it's a good level. One more set. But yeah, Marvin, let me know if you ever have questions or anything too, like not that you need it. Sounds like you got a good situation going on, but I'm very happy anyone who's in the community. I promise I will let you know when we hit a point where I should be charging. That's all. I'm happy to talk about it. All your PT is sexy, Squidward. I bet it is. Oh yeah, Marvin, I can't remember how long you've been following. Yeah, because I quit drinking in February of 2021. So we're about 5 years. And that was my last bartending job and subsequent really nasty relapse where I almost died. So then I went to Flavor Man. But it's been 3 years since I was a Flavor Man, almost to the day, because I think I told them I was quitting on like the 2nd and they fired me on the 7th or 8th or whatever. With severance. I was like, yeah, getting paid to quit, let's go. Fuck that place. I mean, just a little bit. There's also some really nice people there. I will caveat. And everybody's human, and I'm sure I wasn't pleasant all the time, but like, I've definitely worked at better places. How would I say that? Really great concept. Love the idea. Really liked a lot of my coworkers, especially the ones who have now all been fired, which is like most of the people I liked. We've all been fired. Very funny, mostly for bullshit reasons. At least that I know of. But I did get the feeling of like, the sense that it was like, oh, you're going to quit? Nuh-uh, I'll fire you first. Has it been 3 years though, Marvin? No, I don't think so. Maybe. If it's been 3 years, I'm so glad you're back. Good to see you. With your peach cans. But yeah, coming up on 3 years in March. First client was March 10th, I think. And I started my internship there February 23rd, I think. Which I just remember because I love my job. I love where I work. I train people online. Like I have my own LLC. I'm an independent contractor at my gym, so I can take my own clients, do my own shit. Excellent, Cash. I will be adding it to my montage of clips of that. My plan is to put a bunch of this stuff on my work Instagram, which like most of my friends, like my IRL friends and family, my IRL family follow, and they'll be like, what the shit is this? A lot of them don't even know what Twitch is and stuff. I know. Yeah, well, I feel like I've seen you in the last like couple months. But I don't talk about work that often. So that's fair. I have my streams tagged as personal trainer, but that's also not something I expect people to pay attention to. But it is there. And I'm in like branded gear from my gym and everything, which you wouldn't know, but because I was at work. More weird breathing. I'm sorry, this is just really hard. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we're getting sweaty. Sweaty today. Sweaty is good. I want to be sweaty. I want to feel something. Yeah. Well, I'm really glad we got you caught up. Yeah, I would say the things that I'm the most passionate about with coaching are making fitness accessible and not intimidating, like bringing it to people who maybe don't want to go to gyms or have physical limitations or budget limitations or a history of discomfort with fitness and exercise. I'm planning like every day and all the time, I try to learn a little bit more about like making gym spaces more accessible to people in larger bodies, people with accessibility issues, disability, recurring health issues and all those things, and also for queer people and women and trans people and people of color and all the marginalized groups that big fit doesn't necessarily take good care of. And then underneath the overall goal of making just like exercise fun and approachable and something that is kind of a basic human right in whatever capacity we're able to do it. I specialize a lot in helping people with pain, training around pain, making sure we're still doing like productive work that is actually helping reduce, relieve, prevent pain. That's what I do. Yeah, well, and consistency is really, really hard. Like that's why when I talk to my clients, if they're ever not able to like stick with something, I'm like, okay, well, what do we need to change so that it works well for you? Because it's never the client, it's the program. We can always change the program, like, because, if I write you this like awesome, like fucking total body hypertrophy, 12-week, 4 weeks of progressive overload blocks with, good fucking, I can't remember all the terms because I don't do a lot of like, there's like, it's not undulating. Whatever. There's a couple different ways to like, there's like linear progression and then there's like oscillatory, I think is the other word. It's like I could write you some like really gorgeous program, but if like your life is crazy busy or you have chronic health condition or you have anxiety, or you have a disability, or you have pain, or whatever other, like kids to take care of, demanding job, lack of sleep, other factors in your life that make it really difficult to train, and then you're not able to do it, it's not your fault. It's like, let's set you up with something that you can do. And I do think there's a fine line with a lot of this I'll probably talk about this a lot this year because I was thinking about it recently, but like a reason versus an excuse, either can be like a reason that you're not doing something can also be an excuse depending on your circumstances, and an excuse can also be a reason, right? It's really, really depends on the person. So we just try to set people up for success as much as we can and try to make it as fun as possible and not judgmental or critical, because I don't like that. I don't like being told what to do. I don't like being told that I'm failing. I don't fucking need any more of that shit than I get from my own brain. So, we work together and we make it work. Just exercise your demons, Cash, yes. But yeah, Marvin, happy to talk about it with you anytime. And I'm really glad you're back to hang out. Something for stomach. Yeah, or DM me on, I know here, I'll put my email in. My website's not very functional, but this is my work. I know that's risky, but I don't care. It's out there for a reason. Make sure I spelled things right. Yep. Feel free to email me, message me on Discord. It can be very informal. Anybody's welcome to do that anytime. And again, you can just ask me questions. Like, it's okay. Even if you're like not looking for a coach, like if you're like, hey, I'm thinking about training with this person at this place, you can, like, if you have questions about whether it's a good choice, like, I'm happy to do that. I really, really like doing it. This is, I'm sure part of it's wrapped up with my addiction recovery, but helping people feel happier and more comfortable in like the fit and exercise and wellness parts of their lives is like, feels like a really great way for me to, saying like rebuild lost karma is like, I was not a bad person even when I was an alcoholic. An active alcoholic. I just definitely made some mistakes and made some interesting choices. Oh yes, thank you for the server ping too. Yeah, anyone's welcome to message me. But yeah, I'm working with a nutrition coach right now who's, I think she just has to pass her final exam to be an RD, but she's an RD. She's gonna pass it, no problem. She's done amazing. And that's been really, really helpful for me as a nutrition coach as well, just because she's a higher tier than me. But it's all a balance, and it's not just like, there's no, like I've talked about with people a lot recently, there's no one thing that will resolve all of our issues typically. Sometimes it is. And like I would say like quitting drinking. That was like a big thing for me that resolved a lot of issues. But it left just as many as it resolved, because then we have this void. It's like when we change something in the system that is our lives, something else usually kind of emerges where we're like, oh shit, like as we sort out like, oh, I'm better at like meal prepping and feeding myself, and like my workouts feel like they're easy and fun and I like doing them. We often leave space for like weird emotional turmoil that was just like waiting to burst through. It's like, oh, cool, we're calm and relaxed now. Can I process some trauma? So there's always stuff to fix and always stuff to work through. Not that you have to fix it. We're not broken. I don't mean that language, but there's always stuff to work on improving just for the quality of our own life. And I would say I can say pretty confidently though, if someone is like, if you take this thing or you do this thing or you talk to this one person, it will fix all of your shit. Don't fucking buy that shit. No, I don't think I could, again, even for me quitting drinking, that was very, very important. But a lot of healing could have been done while I was still drinking and was. I'm glad I quit drinking and I'm never fucking going back. So fucking help me God. Crazy shit will happen for that to happen again. I just mean, be forgiving of yourself and we don't look for quick fixes. I think that's a very hard part of the way I approach personal training. There's not a lot of sexy branding, because I'm not here for your 6-week shred, and I'm not here for your we're gonna just make your body a certain way and then everything else will be great. It's I don't buy that shit. It's not good for you. It's not good for you to overtrain. It's not good for you to lose weight quickly. It's not good for you to bulk too quickly. It's not good to do any of this shit too fast, because it's a skill that needs building and you need to allow your brain time to understand new movement patterns, new levels of difficulty and exertion, new schedules in your life, new fueling needs, new recovery needs, new rest, all that shit. You have to give yourself time. Like you do yourself so much more service if you're like, I'm gonna start training and I'm gonna look at this as like a 6 month to a year process of figuring out what I like, what I can afford, what works with my schedule, what makes me feel good, what are my physical needs that I need to be concerned about based on my age, my health history, my physical history, like movement patterns throughout the day, kind of job you have, like what makes you tick and what will help you tick better. Oh, great, thank you, yes. We'll talk about it. We'll set up a time to talk anytime. But yeah, just be nice to yourselves out there. And this shit doesn't have to change overnight. And it's better if it doesn't. That's the caveat. People get really like, get this like rush, like I have to go, I'm gonna work out 4 days a week and I'm gonna run 2 days a week on top of that. And then I'm gonna sleep perfectly every night. And I'm gonna eat perfectly every day. And it's like, okay, there's no such thing, chill. Don't worry, just start doing a little bit. It's just not as sexy and you don't feel the results in the same way, but like that peak of like, I'm working out all the time and I feel amazing. Like if you go in too fast and too hard, the plummet is bad. Injuries happen. So I know I'm injured because my job is physical. Okay, RDLs. I'm gonna not do pistol crunches today. I'm gonna do something else for core, by the way, just letting you all know. But I think 95 will feel good because I'm feeling pretty good today. Feel pretty solid. I have a little bit of low back tenderness, I think just from my hormones shifting around. Also a lot of desk time. But yeah, anyway, those are feeling good. We think those look pretty good? What's the crowd think? Okay, core exercises that won't irritate my digestion. Ah! I laughed and a bunch of stuff came out of my nose. Sexiest workout stream. On Twitch, right here. I know. Love when it's fast. Yes. Okay, I'll do some, I'm gonna hit some down dogs to a little knee to elbow, because I like those and they're not like too crunchy, you know? I mean, they're crunchy in like a hippie way, right? But also they'll give me a little bit of low back relief. So we're gonna kind of double down. Just gonna do 5 per side because they're spicy. Try to not stretch my hamstrings out too much though, since they're getting a lot of elongation. Could tell the left side being single leg was like, "Ay, that's a lot." And there's lots of variations on these you can do to make them more challenging. No, tummy. Tummy is free. That's fine. Tummy is allowed to be free. Okay. I'll probably only do 2 sets of those. Yeah, I need some more plates too, I think. I just need some more options for doing math. Yeah. Okay. Well, we got a good do going today. I needed that. Okay. Squats. Fuck, I keep forgetting to bring in my, I keep wanting to like bump my little heels up. I'll use the 10-pound plate. Literally every single week. I forget that stuff. It's not gonna give me a ton of elevation, but it'll give me a little bit. Yeah. More tummy days. Tummy time. I'm advocating for adult tummy time. Just saying. And again, I know we'll get a little tailbone tuck under, but that's okay. Still pretty upright Posture is a lot of what I'm looking for with these. And we're trying to do full range of motion. So I don't actually have to go that slow with this weight if I'm going this low, because they're really, really fucking hard. You had like 6 or 7 extra inches of movement. That wasn't a 6-7 joke, by the way. That was just a dick joke. Fucking pervs. My favorite kinds of pervs. Yeah, it's a lot more work is all I'm saying. That's why I'll lift the trap bar up, or even deadlifts. Like for people, whew, put them up on boxes or something, especially if someone has like knee issue, because then you don't have to bend your knees as much to pick it up. And also it's just not as much, you don't have to pick it up as far. Okay, hydrate, take a minute to recover. We'll be back at the top. Sorry if that was loud. Okay. I hope everybody's having a really good weekend too. I feel like my week was so busy. And like, I know I was like a little down. Definitely that service I went to on Sunday is still sticking with me. But we are here. We move on together. You know, it happens. It's life. I don't mean that in like a dismissive way. It's just like, no one gets out. So just do our best to take care of ourselves and each other. It doesn't have to be, like I said, there's no such thing as perfect, and it can change every day. Oh yeah. Good timing, Squidward. Thank you for the hydrate to the limit. I will. We fucking out here, Cash. The United Kingdom holding strong. We out here working hard. And yeah, the low back discomfort I'm talking about for any of you kind of like figuring out with this stuff, like what is my limit? Like where are we dipping into like pain, potential injury threshold? I have quite a bit of experience at this point, so came in with my low back a little like, I'm gonna throw a little fit, just a little bit. But overall, I feel good. It's not going to, I might be a little sore tomorrow, but it's not gonna be, I'll warm up out of it. And some of this stuff, sometimes you go a little too heavy. It does happen. Just like in any sport, there are ways we overdo it, you know, unexpectedly. But I think I'll be okay. It may mean that I only do 8 on my last one, but yeah, it's like right through here. It's not like, I'm sure a bunch of you know that feeling. This stuff gets really stiff. I also noticed when I was doing yoga earlier that like, adductors were really tight, like inner thigh, and hips and glutes were really tight. So when this stuff gets tight often, you know. So just, you know, if it's ever to the point where you're like, ow, fuck, don't push through it. I know I'm not at an ow, fuck though. I'm just like, oh, I see you back there. Okay. I've got a good song for this. I'm rushing a little bit. Not feeling insignificant today, I'll say that. Black and white party tonight. Oh, black and white light party. That sounds cool. Squid, are we gonna go to the club someday? With my sweet moves? We'll get down. I'll go to the club with you anytime. Ooh, this one's good. No, it stopped. I was getting ready to roll back again. It's like, yes, take me to the disco. Let's go. Oh, no, okay, still getting down. Still counts as exercise. That's why I never stop myself dancing. I'm like, are we moving? downward dogs. I know what I'm doing. All right. What are you wearing, Squidward? Yay! Let's go to the club! I fucking love it. Oh yes, Cash, thank you for shouting out I missed your, yeah, we've got health and fitness stuff. I think probably what will happen eventually as well is that I'll have a section that's for my work as well. It may be hidden, like, or opt in. Because I have weird ideas about like doing, having office hours eventually where I'm just like chilling while I do other stuff. But if people show up and have questions, like either clients, current clients or people in the server, just having like available time, if that's of interest. And also if I have time is the first big issue. Okay. Oh, yes. Trying not to collapse into my opposite arm. It's tricky though, when that foot is lifted, tilting over. Okay. I will be hungry. I will be very hungry. The beast will need to feed after today. Yeah, you see that elbow bend? Ah. Trying to push evenly away from the floor. Okay. Ah! Fogged up my fucking glasses. Those sound great, Squidward. Send me a picture. I want to see the Saluti white mesh shorts. What would I have for black and white? I have a lot of black stuff. But it's like what I'm wearing right now. I technically am almost dressed to go. Got the right shoes. Oh, I'd overheat so fast if I wore this to a club. That would be, sorry, that was a gross burp. I really needed to get out. Sorry. It happens, okay, it happens. Get it out. Before I didn't see. Here, if I do these this way, I can read chat more easily. Squid, what's been your favorite theme so far to one of the nights? I'm only halfway through these. They're really hard. I can do a goblet squat to a bench with like 70 pounds. This is like 24, 20, yeah, 26. It's not going low. Fuck. Okay. Chill. I'll hit both of these one more time. I think I'm good on those downward dog. Need elbow guys. Sweatpants party. Again, it's so fun. But I would really fucking get sweaty. I like lazy though. Black and white party. I probably would wear these shoes. I have a black, kind of shiny, but just like black leotard that looks really good with a skirt over it. It's really comfortable. It's got like a low back. Or I have a white like sports bra top that I wear with that same black skirt. I like that black skirt. Or I have a lot of black and white, a lot of black. Just draw them on. I like that idea too. I need to start thinking of like a question of the day or something for when I can't breathe. I mean, there's always something to talk about. We're out here making plans for the year, or the month, or whatever. I can't believe it's only the 10th, though. Is it the 10th? It's the 10th. I was just like, is it the 9th? Feels like January has Been like 3 months already. See, these video game bangers seem too good to not be DMCA striked. This is what I'm wondering. There's a lot, if I'm left alone in the gym, we will be dancing. I get a little endorphin going. Let me get down. Because dancing is actually a really good exercise too. If you like it, you should do it. It's not really good resting though. I think this is very emblematic of my entire life because it's like rest for 2 minutes and I'm like, dance. Dance and burn more energy for 2 minutes. Is that what you said? Yay. I totally heard you. And if I have like my gym music on, get down. It's very fun. Okay, I think I'll be able to do 10 of these. Set 2, I always know set 2 is the money set. Set 2 always feels great. As long as your first set felt okay, right? Like your nervous system's like, oh yeah, RDL's got it. You're like, you've done enough reps. You're able to kind of like I'm, engaging my core a little differently or moving, like, my pattern is just like slightly adjusted because it's a very active living thing. Yeah, well, whatever. Someone will be happy to get them as a souvenir. Squid was here. Okay. And as I've said before, and I'll say again, I fully anticipate to have good soreness through here on these. Because you get good lock in as you brace and hold steady. Good, and a little bit of oblique as well. It's very nice. Okay. All messy pickup, I don't know why. Sometimes things are just different. Last one, not as good as the first one, but I felt pretty good. Might be a little heavy for that many reps to do them all to the standard I want. But like I said, I don't have a ton of options, and 65 would have felt way too light. Way too light. So, whatever. Work with what we got. Okay. I'm gonna do this first because then I can put the 10-pound plate next to its friend and then put the 25s next to each other. These thought processes are important. Okay, what do we got after that? We're doing on time. Okay, pretty good. Okay, yeah, because then we just have our wall sits and our shoulder press, which I think will feel pretty good after this last set of 10. Then again, you'll see when I go down into these that, like, if you can't see, tailbone will tuck under because we're going all the way to the floor. We're doing like full ass to grass. I've been going pretty low successfully without a little heel elevation, but I'm giving myself this little like 3/4 of an inch, whatever today because I keep forgetting to bring my cork wedges in, which I really like. They're not shoes, they're just cork wedges. They're like an actual wedge. If you don't know what I'm talking about, which you probably do because you're at a fitness channel. Yeah, but I feel like, again, torso staying nice and stacked and vertical. Our body is designed to go that low. So we're not gonna worry about it. This is a very valid squat variation. It's really good to get a heavy one that's not full range of motion. It takes you like 90 degrees or to a bench or whatever, box, or with a split stance or whatever. And then very good to get one that's low. Especially with control, right? Trying to make it work. And watching the knees. Yeah. Oh, I knew what I was saying. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yeah. It's almost 2 my time. And based on how I'm feeling right now, I'm gonna call it that I'm just gonna do 2 sets because I'm a little under-fueled from yesterday and today. Did really well the rest of the week, but because my digestion's been like I just feel like I have a really, really tender stomach and lots of pain referral. Like if I push down here, it hurts all the way up here, and just like, and it's, the baseline is like a 2 or 3 out of 10, just like existing. So I just haven't been eating as well for like, 48 hours. 11 minutes, let's go again. Let's fucking go. Doing great. So I just don't want to like, and I was feeling really good for my RDLs and my yoga stuff. So let's just we'll hit the landmine and wall sits twice. Because I know I'm gonna have a busy day tomorrow too. There's a lot of dog hair on this landmine. I'm proud of you again. Oh, okay, you would get the clothing. Okay, good, Squidward. I was gonna say, I mean, if it's that good a time that you don't worry about the clothes being gone, then it's a good time. And thank you all again for coming in and say hi this Saturday. Just hang out with me in the gym. Please share what you're working on. Always feel free. I like hearing about it. Oh yeah, I forgot I have this like little 5-pounder over there. Be good for the landmine. I think we'll be good today because I'm just erring on the side of taking care of the left arm. And these are plenty hard. It's not like there's no weight here. I keep meaning to do the math because someone's like, what's the bar weight? And I'm like, well, 45 pounds, but like, I'm not lifting 45 pounds with one hand, obviously. So I don't know, like at this angle, how much weight you're actually pressing. It feels like 20 to 25, but with like not just free, obviously. Which feels like plenty today, I'm just saying. Yeah. Laundry's a good workout again. I mean, cash. I'll get into, I'm sure. Saturday hype. Who's gonna be at the DCC Book One Book Club tonight at 6:30 p.m. EST? Some of you got time to get started. You know, you could listen to like 5 hours of the audiobook, 3 hours, whatever. Giving time for other things. We could just talk to you about up through there. Shoulder feels fine. It's just my left elbow keeps popping. So if you see me kind of adjust each one, I'm trying to find a good level for that. There we go. It's not quite as full range of motion. And a little more elbow like forward. Very tricep intense, which is good though. Yeah, I don't need to put that fucking 5-pound plate on. Yeah, okay. Wall sits, yay, everyone wall sits so much. Wall sits in the glowing electric lemonade land. Well, Cash, at least your workout, you get clean clothes afterwards, which is good. I like clean clothes. I'm a fan. You know, it's not like a necessity all the time. A little dirty's okay. Just a little bit. Okay, let me grab my phone so I actually do like a timer. I think that next week I might plan to add another day where we do yoga together too. We'll see. Might hold off on that for a little bit because yoga treadmill day would be good. And I'm like looking forward to it because I think it'll be nice to be like, let's do yoga together, yay. But I also, not that I have like a negative outlook on people. People are great, but I'm like, oh, is someone gonna come in and be weird? Better not. Oh, they will. It's okay, we'll just band them. Just like Squidward. No. No. Bring your goat for laundry day. Here. 40-pound something. 6 flights of stairs. Everything gets folded and hanger same day. For yoga. I love that. Yes, please. I get it now. I can let the cats in. We'll have cat yoga here. Yeah, I'm definitely only doing 2 sets of these today. Fuck this. No. Honest review. For sacrifice. We're open-minded here. Oh, shit. Yeah. I know I should do 3 of these. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. Gracefully exits. Terrible. Oh, I'm like shaky from that. God damn. I'm fucking hard today. What was I doing? Ruck. I see. Is that like a rucksack? I have a little time to stretch after today, though. I will say that. Because sometimes I'm like, fuck, I've been on for 2 hours. I have stuff to do, but I'll have 10 minutes to chat and stretch. Just saying that. It's not related to the rucksack or the sacrifice goat. Oh man, I was gonna try to make otherwise known as a rut sack. Because goats go into rut. That doesn't work. Also, a joke is, a goat isn't a sack. It's just, I mean, I was just thinking, we're like meat bags. Yeah, it's not a good joke. But I still, I want to workshop it with you. You have to know all my thoughts. It's very important. Yeah, it's maybe not super easy to tell how much lower my right arm goes than my left. It's like a couple inch difference, but now that you're watching for it, you'll probably see it. Again, just accommodating for a little bit of movement pattern I don't want to reinforce, making sure we're being really careful. And get to about there. It's really not, oh, no, that popped. So that's about where we go. Work with what you got sometimes, even if it's a little asymmetrical. Cool. Yeah, 2's plenty today. 2 feels good. Buzzing Ranger, hello. How's it going? Good afternoon to you too. What are you up to this beautiful Saturday? How's your programming and stuff going? Also things unrelated to fitness. We can also talk about that too. I'm happy to talk about fitness. Just opening the floor for that. But whatever you got going on, we're gonna be doing Dungeon Crawler Crawl Book 1 book club tonight in the United Kingdom Discord server. No spoilers, so just up through book 1, unless everyone who shows up has read through like 5 or 7 books or whatever. Then there'll be spoilers, but we will defer to the lowest progression. And then we'll be doing community watch through of Fallout Season 2, Episode 4. Rewatch for most of us, but we get to then talk a lot about it, which is fun. And I've got 45 seconds left, and then some of my breathing stuff, gonna and stretch a little bit. So we'll be here another like 10, 15 minutes with my chatter, and then raid someone fun. I know Celti's on. If Celti's still on, we'll go say hi over there. Oh, Celti's cat was there the other day. Was that yesterday or 2 days ago? I can't remember. Oh, such a cute orange cat. So cute. Little tree trunk legs, look super soft and fluffy and just like happy to be there, like flopped on the mat. Like, I love stretching time. Super, super cute. But I know a bunch of people are on today, actually. Stuff going on. Ooh, because I'm only doing 2, I'll go to a minute. Just because it seems like the right thing to do. But I'm already regretting it. 10 seconds, okay. Fuck. No leaning on ourselves. Fucking shit. Okay, that's enough, I'm done. No more of that. Oh, Jesus Christ. Sometimes it just like hurts so good though. You're like, this sucks. Let's do a couple more seconds of it. I did the thing. We worked out 3 weeks. I cannot tell you the last time that I hit, like as a coach, as a fucking personal trainer. I'm just gonna start repeating this a little bit because a lot of people seem to miss what I do for my job. That's not a comment about you, Marvin. This is other people who miss it because I don't actually mention it that much. As a personal trainer, I can't remember the last time I worked out consistently 3 weeks in a row. So, because my shit's been a little crazy and my clients are getting their workouts in, taking care of people, my body's been in a weird spot and I've had to really back off. So getting back into it with intention, with lots of protein and lots of carbs, lots of food in general. I eat a lot of butter, so we get a lot of fats too. And cheese. But with all that good stuff, getting it back into it feels really good. And who would have thought that all I needed to do was stream my workouts. Left leg not as good. Let the dance moves pop off, right? I'll maybe someday do a Zumba class on here for fun. That VOD will be only recorded for me. That will not go to watch these past streams. But we used to get down. We used to fucking get down because I did a very slutty Zumba class. And then I learned all that choreography for my teaching. It was very fun. Lots of Megan Thee Stallion. Okay, we'll do the front one, but just on the bent knees. Yeah, just for a few breaths. This is actually one that's really nice for mid back. It's hard to get. That's like not an area that's easy to stretch really. You can stretch the stuff around it. Telling you, and then I fell asleep. Then I bent over, I like rolled over a little ball on the floor and fell asleep. We'll do our little side lying. I'm not gonna do the rib expansion breathing because I know my intestines are like, no. But we'll do these and then just a couple like simple yoga poses. Damn, this music going hard. Give me like a funky disco, like, give me a little soul. Like that talk box. Wow, 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 wow. That's great. Everyone's favorite J2 Holy has a talk box. And when he bought it, he was so excited. And used it all the time randomly in calls. And it was great. I don't think anyone's ever bought a better thing. Oh, Buzzing Ranger. Hell yeah. Well, oh yeah, somewhere between a deficit and maintenance after my full body. That's a lot. Well, you like if you're gonna be in a deficit at that intake after, like, you need it. Well, I've been re-listening to Maintenance Phase. I should have a link to Maintenance Phase. I should have a link to my favorite like health and wellness podcasts because there's so many that fucking suck. Just like super fucking sexist and shitty and weird and fucking ableist and fucking shit, white supremacy, masculine bullshit. Masculinity's fine. I meant the other one, the oppressive kind, because I'm kind of masculine and you're also kind of masculine, but they're just like broy and shitty and weird and like not a fun way, because the little broy's fun and I like it, but a lot of them really suck and they're all just selling you stupid shit that doesn't work and I fucking hate them. And that's my very modest take on that, but there's some really good ones, and Maintenance Phase is amazing. Super, super well researched and really funny. I love Maintenance Phase, but I've been re-listening to a bunch of it because it's like soothing, and I love listening to Mike and Aubrey, and Aubrey's books are so great, and Mike is so funny, and I just love thinking about him out there just like on Twitter or Blue Sky, just like fucking fighting with people and being like, you're wrong, bad facts, you suck. Because he's just like, I don't want to do that, but I want somebody good to do that. So he does that, but I'm listening to their episode on calories. Sorry, I'm bad about trigger warnings for stuff, but I try to also handle topics really gracefully. So very like warning that I'll talk about calories a little bit here for a minute if you want to step away. It'll give you a few seconds because of the delay. Calories in, calories out is like really fucking not like helpful. It's, oh, hello, oh my gosh, I have to get closer with my glasses on. Mark, thank you so much for joining the United Queendom. Hopefully it was me talking about maintenance phase or something else related to that. So glad to have you. And like, you know, you'll see people like, lean beef patties, like an awesome example. Oh, this is another thing that I'll talk about related to this before we leave, because I got really fucking irritated about it, but it was really early in the morning and I was like, should I make some content about this? I'm like pissed. Anyway, lean beef patty, you know, as like Buzzy Ranger, like you probably have to be like pretty dialed in. Like you maybe weigh food sometimes, like, you know, you got a kitchen scale, maybe, but like if you're counting and know your macros for that kind of training and that kind of intake, you have to be like relatively dialed in to at least have like a good sense that you're like getting enough and in the right, you know, in the right proportions. But even then, and like lean beef patty, like I see her, she like, you know, she seems to have a very, at least from the outside, she's putting forward like a very not obsessive or compulsive, like her weighing of food from what I can see is to, again, get enough, make sure she's getting enough food because she fucking works out super hard and she's, you know, she just seems like a really great role model in those things. But, you know, I don't do stuff like that because I find it a pain in the ass, and also that it leads to, can lead to really disordered shit for people. And I really, really dislike that. But even with, you know, anyone who's like, I say all this just to say like, even people that are like, have it really, really dialed in, it's not that it like isn't, but it's also, it's kind of whatever you get dialed in for you is kind of just like accurate for you. Because we can kind of figure out what works well for us and what doesn't. But like person to person, how much we intake, how much of that, like how much of this 10 calorie thing I actually take into my body. You know, we're not closed systems. This is the biggest thing because everyone's always fucking quoting. They talk about this a lot in this episode. They talk about it, you know, that people are always like, what's the first law of thermodynamics? But the first law of thermodynamics only applies to a closed system, and you are not a closed system. I am not a closed system. She puts stuff on YouTube, and she's got an active Instagram. Yeah, she's the shit. She's great. And also, yeah, you went on a date night. Oh my God, that's amazing. Watching movies, what are you watching? Yes, doing it slowly. Well, and that's, yeah, I bet. Well, and because it does also, like, we know the calories in, calories out, like even if that worked in the short term, like if you were like, I'm gonna eat so many more or less today, and I will gain or lose in accordance with that, it's like, yeah, but your metabolism downshifts or upshifts depending on a lot of other factors, like a ton of other factors, not just stuff in your control, not even. So how helpful, and like, and the line that I like from them is like telling somebody calories in, calories out is like saying to win, I've said this before about other things, to win a basketball game, you have to score the most points. And it's like, okay, what does that fucking look like for me though? And like, you know, there's a lot of shit that's just like extremely personal. I think I was ranting about douchey podcasts when I started talking about this. But maintenance phase is great. Please go listen to maintenance phase. Just a lot of really interesting perspective, and like, you know, they obviously are like looking out for the social justice aspects of things and equity with food and with weight stigma and with all of that shit. They are like, that's the perspective they're coming at this from. And so like for you personally, if like monitoring those things like doesn't fuck with your life and like is a good thing, like that's great. Cause like I said, I monitor some of that to a degree as well. Like to, you know, make sure that I'm getting enough of what I need. But it's just very fraught. And the thing that I got in my email that pissed me off was from my lovely health insurance company, United Healthcare, everyone's favorite, about how they will send you, if you sign up for some fucking program, classic January shit. If you sign up for, they're like, I deleted the email, I was so irritated. They're like wellness shit, they'll send you a portion control plate, which has like the My Plate shit. So it's like, you know, vegetables, protein, carbs, whatever. And a fucking kitchen scale and then a fucking bathroom scale. And I was like, cool, yeah, you're just gonna fucking hand out like eating disorder starter kits. Also, if a portion control plate is like helpful for you as a person to like see kind of what proportionally things should look like, I'm not saying that education is a bad thing, but like how many fucking adults, how many of us are gonna use, it's like, I feel like it's really patronizing. Again, not to say that if it's something that if you know someone who would be helpful for, like there probably is, but like just handing people fucking shit to like more closely monitor and try to like dial in some kind of weird fucking optimal nutrition shit. Also, what do we fucking do if we have a bowl of soup, motherfuckers? Where's my fucking portion control play for that shit? Is everything just gonna be broccoli, chicken, fucking rice forever? Like, I don't know how that, like, how does this work? I feel like it's really culturally blind in like a weird way. I know that's kind of reaching. in some aspects, right? But it's like, how does this fucking accommodate for meals that don't portion out perfectly into their little separate pieces? Why would I use this dumb plastic plate? And why would you want just like random people to start weighing their food without like really good information? And bathroom scales, no. They can give out free shit. Yeah, they're not gonna cover medical procedures, yeah. I was really angry. I don't like shit like that. I'm kind of on, and again, I'm always, if weighing yourself or your food works well for you, I will never question that. But I don't fucking weigh myself because weighing myself didn't fucking make me feel good. I don't like those kind of measurements. It never fucking helped me with anything. And that's me personally. And when I stopped, and I recognize there's a lot of privilege that goes into that because I live in a body that doesn't get stigmatized. Not to say that people on the internet still won't be like, you look horrible, you monster, you whatever awful shit, because people will do that, but it's like not true. Like I don't go into, nobody at my workplace is going to assume that I'm like lazy or don't eat well because of my size, or that I've like caused my health conditions because of how I look, or some bullshit that people in larger bodies fucking deal with, and it's fucking bullshit, for the record. We're here to fight this. But like, I don't wanna weigh myself. I don't wanna fucking do that. It actually doesn't tell me anything qualitative, and actually doesn't really tell me anything quantitative except for a single number. And this goes back to like, you know, we talk about BMI a lot and how like the strength training people and like larger bodied people, they kind of have like there's like a hominess where we're like, because BMI is bullshit and has a super racist history, and is just bullshit and is terrible and we shouldn't use it. It doesn't help with anything. But BMI also is just like super fucking inaccurate about like a lot of my coworkers have like really fucked up BMIs because they're meaty as shit. They're so fucking beefy. They're just like all muscle. You know, so I don't like this. I don't like numbers over substance, right? Also, you don't have to fucking be smaller than you are. It's actually completely fine if you don't want to fucking be smaller, or you've tried and feel like it's not something that's attainable in a healthy way because of how your genetics or any other factor. It's like, it's your fucking business. It's not my fucking business. And I get really, really tired of the way we talk about fat people. I really, really don't like it, especially in my job. Oh yeah, BMI is bad. Yeah, it's just really racist and bad. It was just like some fucking Dutch guy being like, I'm going to find the weight to height ratio for the perfect man. And it was just all like white dudes. Because BMI just like it does not have like, this is true. BMI doesn't have corollary indications of health outcomes for like all black people. People who are like high on the BMI in like black bodies often are like completely fine. And same with like white people and whatever, you know, we're all the same race, goddammit. I don't like dividing us up, but it just like doesn't fucking correlate at all. And we still use it. It fucking gets printed out on my fucking doctor's report shit. Although not as much because I don't get weighed. Buzzing Ranger, yes, you're out here fighting. I know. Anyway, that's my rant about that it's okay to be in whatever body you're in and it's your business. And if other people don't like it, you still deserve rights and equal access to healthcare and protection and, you know, hopefully freedom from day-to-day bullshit, you know? And as much as we can control, there's still gonna be some bullshit. Because as I have noticed in my long or short time on this planet, depending on your perspective, humans are a little prone to some bullshit. But some of it's fun bullshit, so I'm down. But, you know, you still should get treated like a fucking person, no matter your fucking background or what you fucking look like or your ability level or your size or your gender expression or what you were born with or what you transform into, whatever it is. See, we're having fun with the hormones, can you tell? I'm getting more political on Maine. Yeah. Because then also to this end, people are always like, well, I'm just trying to help this person in this larger body by being like, did you know that like you could lose weight and get healthier? Fuck you. How does that fucking help anybody? First of all, shut the fuck up. It's not your fucking business. Second of all, nobody fucking flourishes or succeeds at anything in a judgmental, oppressive, shitty, bullshit system. So if you want people to change, if you think that's your fucking business, the best thing you can do is be kind, accommodating, fucking not judgmental, ask more questions than advice you give always, and just shut the fuck up and just be nice to people. And like being nice to people also isn't going up and being like, oh, good for you, you're in a gym. Shut the fuck up. Just be fucking cool. People are capable of this. Rant over, let's raid. I am not napping. I got off on a fucking tangent. Cash, thank you again for letting me know that my clip thing didn't work. But if someone wants to clip me ranting about shit, I will put it on Instagram. Terrible. I know. We're all the same. We're just people, Cash. We're all just out here living our lives for the first time, and it's hard. But I worked out, and you were all here, and you witnessed that. Witness me. Yes, Cash. Well, I just watched this last thing I'll say before we rate. I love Kumail Nanjiani. He's great. He's really funny in Fallout series, and he seems like, I just like anyone who's a cat dad. He's great. The fuck was I talking about? Oh, talking about anxiety and panic attacks and how it's like our brains are designed to like cope with like, shit, I think we're being attacked by a lion. But like our brain now is like, you'll be like, it's like, oh yeah, do we have a big meeting? That same thing as being attacked by a lion. It's like, oh, your boss texted you? There's a lion, get to a tree, adrenaline. Like, it's just like not, it's like not, you know, we're not really geared for this. But also we are, because humans are very adaptable and we evolve. And I like stuff. I like it that we can do this. It's pretty special. You know, if I was just running from lions and like live until 21 or some shit, if I was lucky, we wouldn't get to do this. So let's go raid somebody! We worked out, we're amazing. We can do anything. We can do. Oh, Zero Period Production is playing Fallout New Vegas. I know Mango Moonbeam is on. I love Mango Moonbeam. Disco Elysium, I don't want spoilers for. Let's go. So Zero Period Productions is a friend of Al's. He's also just like independently, he's his own. Oh shit, I do not have this muted. Sorry. I think was like doing his own thing also. I don't know actually much of George's history, but he's another creator, full-time. He's friends with Al. They have a lot of really cute cooking stream or cooking video things on Al's and his. I think they're on both of their YouTubes. They're really, really cute. So we will go raid him. He's playing Fallout New Vegas, which is our favorite. We love Fallout New Vegas so much. And yes, Buzzy Rachel. Yeah, I see her in ads too all the time. She's like a main Rascal Apparel. She's like a model for a bunch of people. But I've watched a couple of her like recent YouTube things. She does a lot of like day in the life of kinds of things where she goes through like, she has breakfast, she goes to the gym, and she goes like grocery shopping, and then she chats about stuff. And I think she's still putting out stuff regularly. So yeah, go check out Lean Beef Patty. Just like, I'll shout out Lean Beef Patty because she's cool. She's really funny and cool. We love her. Also, if you didn't know, she was a gymnast, which is part of the reason that she's just like built to fucking do anything because gymnasts are amazing. And you're all amazing too. Thank you for listening to me rant. Welcome in new people. I'm gonna be bad. Oh, yes, Mark Mr. Eck, Mark M. Reck. Thank you so much for the follow. I'm sorry I'm butchering your name. Squidward, thank you for making sure that I'm staying hydrated. You're all amazing. Let's go raid out. I will see you all soon. Hopefully tomorrow with the Plague Pals. If someone wants to hit Command PP, Tailskate, will you hit exclamation mark PP for me? And then we're gonna raid George. Tallest Ken is here. Tallest Ken. All right, come follow Plague Pals, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all, everybody. You're amazing. Thank you for joining me. I will be back soon. Okay, bye.